Joe, what did David struggle with in particular in that ninth inning?
Command was probably the biggest thing. The first pitch to Willingham was not down in a way where he wanted it, and then the walks are kind of what got him in trouble after that. And it was a struggle.
Is any of that a result of having to use so many pitches yesterday to get through the ninth as well?
Could be. It could be. He's shown the ability to bounce back before. But today he just struggled for whatever reason.
Kenny.
Joe, your bullpen generally has pitched very well, but your offense, more often than not, has not given them a lot of room for error. How concerned are you about the run?
Well, these are the guys we have, and they got to find a way to get it done. We had some bases loaded, and with nobody out, we were able to only come away with one run, and those are the situations that we really need to capitalize on. And we weren't able to do that today. You get a pop up, a sac fly, and then I'm not sure what the next at bat was, but we got to be able to score more runs. There's no doubt about it.
Bill, right here. Aaron.
Yeah, as a follow-up to that, Joe, people look at your starting pitching, and it's been battered, and it's not exactly the rotation you had wanted coming in, and yet these guys are getting the job done. Would you agree that probably your biggest problem this year has been the offenses?
Yeah, I think these guys have done a pretty decent job, giving us a chance to win every day. And at times, runs have been tough for us. We do have some injuries, but you can't make excuses. We still need to find a way to get it done. We need to get some guys going that are expected to be, big production guys. We need to get some guys going, and but for the most part, the pitching is kind of hung in there.
With Teixeira out of the lineup, especially, the lineup that you had to put out there today is.
Well, you take Teixeira and Beltran out, and those are two middle-of-the-order hitters. Right. It's a different lineup without those two guys. But people got to step up. No one's going to feel sorry for you. The pitchers are finding a way to step up, and everyone has to just contribute.
What about maybe trying to find someone as far as the trading deadlines?
Well, it's not my job. My job is to manage the guys I got.
Anthony.
Joe, what did you think of Phil today, and how did he look any different than he did when he was here?
Yeah, the one thing that he stayed away from that we saw a lot last year, and he hasn't really done it as much this year, is stayed away from long counts. A lot of foul balls. His cutter seems to be more consistent this year, but those are the big things. There were a number of occasions he'd be in the sixth and he'd be at 100 pitches, and that wasn't the case today.
Wally.
Joe, is Whitley not sufficiently stretched out to go beyond 5 innings or so? You seem to pull him pretty quick.
We pushed him beyond 5 innings last time, and that was the sixth was what he got in trouble. And this guy has not been a starter his whole career. So we're just kind of going on what we see, and we figured it was time to get him out.
Anybody else? Wally?
I was just announced that Beltran's heading to Tampa today. How long do you have a timetable for him to be back?
We'll just go day by day, Wally, to see where he's at and how his at-bats are. And, when they deem that he's ready, we'll have him back. I wouldn't imagine it's going to be real long. I would hope that we would see him fairly soon here.
Dan?
He's in extended spring for a couple of days, I guess, and then you'd still like to see him get some real game action?
No, extended spring is real game action. It's guys with the baseball on the mound, and there's guys behind them. And you have some issues with AAA and AA. AAA plays Monday in one place, and then they travel, and I think Trenton has an off day, and that's why we chose to send him down there. And the other thing is you can get him more at-bats at a quicker pace.